Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Simon. For those of you that don't know me, I'm an ethical hacker and penetration tester. And today I will be doing the Tinder bug bounty. So let's take a look at what that entails. As you can see here is the bug bounty. And scrolling down, you can see the overview, how much they've paid out, $100,000. And all of this other jazz that I don't really read. Anyway, let's get into the scope. So the scope is basically the targets that you're allowed to attack. And this means that you can attack any subdomain of the tinder.com domain. And I think for today's video, I will look into that. So for today's video, I'll just basically be doing enumeration, trying to figure out what assets I can attack. And yeah, so let me first pull up my Obsidian notes that I'm going to be making for this. And let me call it Tinder. And let me just make a new note in there called enumeration. So I'm just making some notes as I go along. But there's a new tool that I've seen being used called what was it called again? It's by the YouTuber Got Root, and he inspired me to make these videos now. So let me go to my tools, and it's called Spy Hunt. It's a Python tool that basically does quite a lot of stuff. So you would just hit it up with Python 3 spyhunt.py tag H for help. And this is basically what it does. So it's a domain tool for finding subdomains. And it's really quite good. It pops them all out to a text file if you use the tag S option with the domain you want to use and scans for subdomains. So I will probably use that to start off my subdomain enumeration, which basically means to find as many subdomains as possible. I will first also make a new terminal window with Shift Control T and zoom in, and I'll make a new folder. mkdir. Let's call it bug. So this is my first bug bounty as well, so it's going to be real rough, but I'm just documenting my journey, and hopefully you guys found it useful. Oh really? Files exists, eh? Lol, nothing in there though. Tinder. So mkdir just makes a directory. Literally make mkdir directory. And then cd is change directory. And now I'm in this directory. Cool. So I'm going to run the tool that this legend has made. Spy Hunt. Python 3 Spy Hunt. So Python 3 calls the Python compiler and specifies the file spyhunt.py, which is the Python file I want to run. And then it was tag SA and tinder.com. And then I'm going to pipe that. So there's double greater than signs. To, okay, let's go back to tools. Another one is bug bounty. Tinder slash, let's call it Tinder subdomains. Can't find the files. It's annoying. So then I will have to do some other. Oh, it did find some subdomains. Probably not all of them though. Cool. Let me open this and delete that header. I don't need the big spy hunt there. You could also do this with Vim or Nano, whatever your favorite text editor is. But I couldn't be asked. And Control X. Just close that and close that some more. Let's also use Sublister and hit Tinder.com. So Sublister looks on the internet. Sorry, man. It looks on the internet and quite a lot of places, actually, See, so it enumerates Tinder.com, searching now on Bandu, Yahoo, Google, Bing, Ask, Netcraft, all of those places for subdomains. And let's see what it finds. While we wait for that, let's take a look at our subdomains file and see if there's anything interesting in there. Emoji. So like, for instance, interesting subdomains would be like dev, web.tinder is quite interesting. Tech.tinder. Yeah, I also want to see if I do a subdomain. So I would call a fake subdomain that definitely won't work and see if that would return anything. So the command, that makes sense. So I'm going to call this here and grab the content length in the header to see what the content length is of a subdomain that doesn't exist. Let's see if that works. Cool, we got some more subdomains here. Tech Go Tinder. Let me just copy those. Go back. Go to Black Bounty. I'm pretty sure they're the same ones. Link. Okay, so I'm sure there's some overlapping ones. My good friend ChatGPT will be able to fix this. Let me just whip it up and ask it to remove the duplicates. Oh, I hate it when you upload it and then it pauses and then you click stop by accident. Cool. So let me delete that and then paste this in. So we have 24 subdomains. Okay. Staging.tinder looks cool. That's probably before it gets pushed to production. So that will be interesting. Emoji.tinder looks whack. Web.Tinder looks cool. Sure, there's definitely some nice subdomains in there. Let's see if my call command ran. Cool. So you see this content length here? That is if the subdomain is not valid. So now we can use the fluff tool, fucking fluff or something, I don't know what it stands for. And then we can just use this. FS means to disregard requests that come back with that content length there. And then obviously just put in Tinder.com with the fuzz keyword there. So it's going to fuzz all the subdomains, and then my is Tinder.com. Now I'm thinking it's probably going to be supposed to be HTTPS. Yeah, let me run that and then exit it. Oh, it did come back. Okay, it seems to be working, so let's run it then and see if we get any other subdomains. Cool. While we wait for that, let us open up Burp Suite.